Nick Hart from Backstreet Boys.
Shout out to Boy Band Break.
It's Chris Kirkpatrick here. Shout out to your podcast, Boy Band Break.
Everybody, this is Howie D, and I'm listening to Boy Band Break.
Hi, Ashley Parker Angel here. Huge shout out to the Boy Band Break podcast.
This is Brad from LFO, and you are listening to Boy Band Break.
Hey, what's up? This is Jacob.
What's up? It's Dan.
What's up? It's Trevor.
And it's Eric Michael, and it's time for Boy Band Break, baby. Let's go!
Bam, 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 bam.
Welcome back to Boy Band Break. We encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, I'm Cinzia.
I'm Sofia.
And I'm Lydia, aka Mama Lou.
Welcome back, Mama Lou.
Welcome back, Lydia.
It has been a while.
We're so excited to have you back.
Thank you. I'm still alive, but barely.
Yes. So as we've been telling you guys, Mama Lou, Lydia has been very busy with her new. She has her Twitch streaming and
my new career.
Her new career. Can you tell us your streaming name again?
Yes.
Isn't it?
I can.
It's Lydia Nekuzawa.
Hold on.
It's Endorkalicious.
Now you gotta make me remember shit. Hold on. Okay. It's twitch.tv/Lydia VTuber. That's LIDIA VTUBER. Lydia VTuber. That's so if you wanted to see
with
what
an
I'm
I
doing
instead
over
of
there,
a Y. Yeah, so exactly. That's where she's doing a really cool thing where she's Kenny put together a cartoon character for her, and that is her online persona, and she does a lot of fun things like there's karaoke days, there's video game days, and then on Sundays she does a cooking stream where
augmented reality cooking stream, which is
super
awesome.
Cool, like super cool technology.
Yeah. And then I'm also part of an improv troupe, and I'm on my 5-day comedy tour next week.
Yeah, so if anybody is in the Toronto area and is into anime, the 404s will be performing at Anime North. So they have shows throughout the weekend. So that is what Lydia would. And I think one of them, was interactive when I was looking at your schedule. The Sunday one, I think.
There's a workshop. Yes, that's right.
Yes, there's workshops, there's comedy things. So yes, so she'll be around in real life. So there you go. So
I'm still alive. I'm just very busy, but I love you.
Okay, we're glad that you're able to take some time out,
Lydia,
and join us today. So we appreciate you, and there's always a spot for you here. So we love you, buddy. Okay. So today's episode, guess what? Is it today, the actual day, or is it?
Yeah, today is the day.
The day that we are recording is May 18th, and it is the 25th anniversary of
Millennium.
That is right. The Backstreet Boys Millennium album was released 25 years ago today. We don't feel
we are old.
My arthritis.
We are so old.
Back in my day, albums came out on CDs.
Can you imagine, like, you've been a fan for so long of a band, and then you have like all their CDs, and it just like it's getting older and older, and you're like, yeah, I still remember when we did this and this happened. Like, so basically, this is what this episode will be about.
Yes. So this is Millennium. We have some Millennium memories. Actually, speaking of Millennium memories, today the Backstreet Boys posted a video of all the fans in Times Square. And I think it was because of the album release, or the album was being released 2 days later or something like that. So they basically took over Times Square. So on their
MTV TRL, that was the big deal back then in the day. And I want to say Much Music played it because I feel like I watched this even though I wasn't in the US, obviously, but I feel like Much Music played.
No, Much Music definitely did something for it, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like they had the feed of MTV, so that's why I feel like I watched it.
Makes sense. So here it says that on the Backstreet Boys Facebook page today, it says celebrating 25 years of Millennium, and it still feels like we've only just begun. We'll be forever thankful for this album and all the memories that came along with it. We are continually inspired by the stories you share about how much Millennium meant to you. To celebrate this anniversary, we want you guys to share your memories with each other and maybe find a few new friends along the way. Head to memories.backstreetboys.com to share your hashtag Millennium memories with us. We'll be sharing them all week to celebrate hashtag KTBSPA, which is Keep the Backstreet Pride Alive.
Yes. And just a reminder for those at home, we actually did do a Millennium album review, episode number 58 4 years ago.
Holy crap. That's
Wow.
Can I just tell you guys that we are almost at our 300th episode? We will hit 300 this summer. So we need to think of something for that. It will not be the same.
doing the songs and
We're still traumatized by our 100th episode, which took many hours to film. And there was lots of math. We did it
one
stuff.
time and we're like, we're done. No more.
I can't remember what we did for the 200th. Did I do a quiz on I think we did like a quiz on things that have happened on the podcast over the years. Like I made spreadsheets.
Because I remember us saying we don't want to do it again on the 200th episode. So we're saying it again. We're not doing it for the 300th episode.
Yes, our 200th episode, we played a game to see who knows the most about our podcast. Yes. And then just play along to see how much you know.
There was a lot there. So
and, we debuted our brand new an intro that was edited by Kenny.
Yes, where we have all our boy banders saying, listen to boy band.
What can we do for 300? Who knows?
We gotta put our thinking caps on. I had one idea, but I don't know if that'll work. So I'm thinking it probably won't work. So we'll have to come up with another idea that does not involve a celebrity that doesn't answer.
We can also do a game again. Like
we'll put our thinking caps on. If anyone has any ideas of what you want to see for our 300th episode, which, if my calculations are correct, will be sometime in August, I believe. Let us know what you think. But
I think isn't August also like 5 years as well? When did we start the podcast? Did we start it around that time?
August? I think we did start it near the end of August.
Yeah.
Yes. We can't look that up on YouTube because we weren't originally on YouTube. We were on SoundCloud back in the day.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
And then that was bought out by Anchor, which was bought out by Spotify.
See how old we are?
We switched to Anchor because it was free and SoundCloud cost us money.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Screw you, SoundCloud.
And now Anchor got bought out by Spotify, so we're over there. I'm like, okay, whatever.
See how long we've done the podcast? People have been bought out. Like, things are happening.
Technology changes, things have happened. So there you go. Yeah. Okay, so I have not actually looked at this yet, but this is the Millennium Memories page on the Backstreet Boys website. So it says Millennium Memories. There's a thing for share your memories, share your media. Then there's a little thing here and it says share your Millennium Memories. 25 years. Oh, how the time flies. This album and tour meant so much to each of us, and we are continually inspired by the stories you share about how much it meant to you. To celebrate this anniversary, we want you guys to share your memories with each other and maybe find a few new friends along the way. Okay, so this is basically what they said on Facebook. More than anything, thanks for still being here 25 years later. After all these years, we still want it that way.
See, they know what they're doing.
Alive. So basically, you have to put a title of your memory. You're going to tell people your memory and your name. And then it says, by submitting your story, you're giving permission to the Backstreet Boys to use your name and story on social media and other properties. I guess there's a couple people have already submitted. Do you want me to I'll give a quick thing here. So this one is from someone named Vanessa. It says, Millennium. Wow, I must have been 8 or 9 years old when the Millennium... Say that 5 times fast. Millennium album came out. It takes me back to my childhood days. I was and still am in love with AJ. Thank you for your passion and dedication for making beautiful music you made for us. I will forever be a ... Vanessa.
I think there's more.
You'll be a what?
I will forever be a Vanessa. No,
yeah.
You know what? There's
I mean,
really
that's
nowhere for me
technically
to click here. So I guess there's
click?
Can you load
no,
more?
Not really. If I load more, will it show? No, it'll just
show
more
people.
Interesting.
All right. Oh, here's one from
assuming
Marianne.
She'll be a fan forever.
Probably, yes. So it probably should have told you that it's cutting it off. But so keep it short, guys. Keep your memory short. But my Millennium Fever from Marianne in Chile. Do you think she actually got a fever or she's just such a fan? I don't know. When Millennium came out in Chile, I was very sick with flu and fever. Okay, actual fever. Oh. It was horrible for me. My dad went to the store because I wanted the album so bad. It was incredible, but I cried a lot. That night, I went to the hospital because my fever increased during the day. Oh my God. Oh, there is a show more button. Okay, I'm just stupid.
Like, tell us more.
The show more is just the same color as the background, so I didn't know that. Okay. I was just like, did she die? Like, obviously not.
She's
able to
dead
write
now.
this. She's a ghost.
Can you imagine? And then the next 25 years, she tells us what really happened.
As a ghost, yes.
You know what? And it's been long enough that, maybe someone could have died and like a Backstreet fan could haunt a house. And then, you're like, open a cupboard. They're like, I want it that way. And it's like, no.
Oh my God, Lydia. There is though one that, remember like where Nuna's cemetery is? There's a little thing where a person had passed away and they had their little Backstreet Boys pictures in there.
Oh my God. I'm just like, you had a
Have you ever seen that, or am I just crazy?
No, I think maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's in like the little urn section. And
Yeah.
But it's like an old picture with AJ with like weird long hair and stuff. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyways.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes, I guess there are Backstreet fan ghosts. But anyway, so this person did not die. They went to that night. I went to the hospital because my fever increased during the day. I think it was the excitement of having my favorite album. Millennium is the pop Bible since 1999. Thank you, Daddy, by the way. Oh, thank you, her actual daddy. Sorry for reading it that way.
Well, no, because internet culture nowadays. I also went there too. Okay.
And you guys were correct. Vanessa said, I will forever be a Backstreet Boys fan. So
I assumed.
All right. And then yes, so there's lots more. I'm not going to read them all. Go check out the page. There's lots. So it's memories.backstreetboys.com. So
yes, they put it out on Twitter.
English, some are not.
And Instagram. It's in their bio on Instagram. But yeah, they shared
talking about the Burger King deal that happened at that time and things like that.
I remember the Millennium Sears commercial for their tour. That was so cool when we saw it on TV.
Oh, is that where they were like running down the streets
from the fans? Yes,
from the fans. Yes.
What did they
Sorry, I
Sears?
just saw one that
Sears.
No, I remember Sears, but what do they sell at Sears? Like towels?
Clothes?
I think it was like clothes, the furniture, that kind of thing.
The Backstreet Boys had their own furniture.
They did not.
No, it was a commercial. So they're promoting their album and tour.
Oh, that's
was
what they're
sponsored by Sears?
I want to say, it was sponsored by Sears.
I see. Okay, got it.
It was like a promotion.
We never shopped there because we never fit in their clothing and it was very pricey.
It was like a department store for like rich people, and it went out.
Not as rich as the Bay, though,
Sears.
Yes. Actually, this title caught. I don't know why I'm pointing with my hand, which you cannot see because it's out of the screen. But it says, "Nick wearing my jersey in the one video." So, do you think they were actually wearing her actual jersey, or do we feel that
she probably
just
gifted? Sure.
Well, let's read on, shall we? It said, Nick decided he wanted my Tampa Bay jersey during the concert while the other guys were all wearing matching ones. So, of course, I gave it to him. And now it's forever documented in the one video. So many wonderful memories from this tour and time with the guys, which I'm thankful for every day. Thankful for all they do and continue to do for the fans. Crazy for BSB, Jody. Oh, Jody. We know Jody. Oh, that's pretty cool to like... that your jersey is in the video, although jerseys are kind of expensive, probably should give it back, but that's okay. At least it was used for a music video. So
what a great memory to have.
Yes. Oh, here's someone who almost died again. Here we go. Slick roads. When we were in Albany for the Millennium tour, there was a snowstorm.
Only about the sick ones. Read some fun.
I don't know. Okay,
read this one. Okay, I'm interested now.
We took the taxi from our hotel to go out in Albany, and we thought for sure we were going to fly off the road, but we didn't. But at one point, the driver pulled over to clear the wipers, and there was a limo pulled over near us. To this day, I still think that was AJ's limo pulled over so he could have a snowball fight. But I didn't dare hop out of our taxi to confirm the thought. LMC. Did you see him there, though? That's my question.
It could have been also someone going to the concert.
I have noticed, though, a lot of people think that celebrities come in the limos, and for the most part, they come in these like windowless vans. Like the cargo vans, or like the black Escalades, or things like that. So yeah,
it's not glamorous at all, eh?
Yeah, no.
You learn the tricks of the trade. You learn like the little ins and outs.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to spend any money.
No,
they're trying to save the money.
Exactly, it's true.
Okay, so this one is called, maybe this is a nice one, The Perfect Album. I would come home from a bad day at school, put this album on in my Discman. Discman. Remember
We're
Discman?
so old.
I had like a good one that had a good anti-shock. It was like a 60-second anti-shock. So that was like, that's some good shit. It was like $90, I think, when I bought that. But anyways, I would put on my headphones and drown out the world. Growing up in a tumultuous, I can never say this word. Tumultuous home. And then being bullied at school was hard. Sorry, guys. This is another sad one.
Okay.
This album helped me transport to another place and drown out the bad. Thank you, BSB, for always being there for me. Powder Knits. That's true, though, right? A lot of music, like the music heals your soul. Like, remember that song?
I do.
I do remember that song.
You know,
Aaron
sometimes
Carter
you
was on
just
that.
need to. I know, it was so funny. Totally off topic, but I was listening to the New Kids album, and I was only half listening and not paying attention. I was like, eh. And then it got to like the end. I was like, oh, I like this song. This is a good song. I was just like, oh, it kind of sounds like Aaron Carter. And then I realized that the album had stopped, and it was Aaron Carter.
Is that your phone?
What's happening? No, that is our father drilling something into the house. So
okay.
Times. Hopefully, that is just a really quick thing that he's.
This is going to be
Never a dull moment in the DeFranco household.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so that's basically, if you want to see more of these, go check it out. Memories.backstreetboys.com. Do you guys have any Backstreet memories you'd like to share from at this point?
I feel like if you listen to the podcast, you know pretty much all of our Millennium memories. When we did our Backstreet first, we talked about the first album we got or the first concert we went to. So those kinds of things. I don't know. Do you want to rehash that?
This one was the first concert you went to then?
Yes.
This
if you recall from that is correct. It was a big deal. 14-year-old Sofia was like loving life.
That's good.
I'm sorry, I thought you just said loving life. Holy crap. I thought you said 14-year-old Sofia was a loving wife. And I was like, what? To who? Like, what are you talking?
No, we live in a country where that's illegal. No. My goodness.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're drilling. That's okay. What
and then, and then like obviously like it was a big deal when the album came out. My cousin got the album for me at the time. So it was good times.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would listen to it all every day, basically.
Yeah. It's one of those albums that's like pretty much every song's a banger. I don't know about Spanish Eyes, if I'm going to be honest with you. But
what?
For me, it was the Nick one at the time. I need you to,
That one I still listen to, and I'm just like,
I love Nick. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't my favorite back in the day, so I was like, I don't know about this one.
Oh, you don't like that song?
No.
Which one is that? Is that I Need You Tonight?
Yeah.
I need you.
I don't know. And then like, slowly it grew on me, right? And obviously now I love it, right? Because, when you're back in the day, you're like, oh, I don't know. But like as you get older, you're like, you appreciate the songs more.
Listen, we corrupted Sofia. When Sofia first started hanging out with us, she was just an A-Rock fan. She was an AJ and Brian. Those were her two. Didn't care. Like, obviously, like the rest of the boys, but did not care. But
you have favorites, you have least favorites,
But Brian very rarely does solo things, except for the very few events that Sofia used to go to in
Atlanta.
Kentucky, Atlanta, yes. So she did the Healthy Heart Club stuff. So she kind of had some good Brian connections there. But then Brian stopped doing solo stuff. And then Howie and Nick kept coming to Toronto. So we just kept going to, and like Nick just kept doing solo things and whatever. So we just kept going to a bunch of Nick things. And then like slowly over the years, we've converted Sofia to a Nick fan.
Yeah. I was like, okay, buddy, I'm sold. You're my fave. Let's do it up. And then also like Kevin too. Like Kevin is like on par as well. I love all the guys, but I don't know, man. Kevin as well is like on par now.
Millennium was when we were still in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So 99, I think. Yeah.
99, yeah.
We did not appreciate Kevin back then. We're like, oh, who's this old man in this group with the caterpillar eyebrows? Yeah. We used to call him that and stuff.
But as you get older, you're like, yes, Kevin, I appreciate you a lot more.
I figured out why why I Need You Tonight, like okay, from a psychological standpoint, I understand why I liked it so much. Because there's a thing on TikTok. I'm learning everything from TikTok. TikTok is like the most affordable psychologist that you'll ever have.
TikTok therapy.
Yeah,
Isn't TikTok going to be sold or gone off the airwaves or something?
Yes. So in America, they're trying to ban it in America because it's used for spying and stuff. And to be quite honest with you, it does a really good job of like telling you who you are. And I'm like, stab it. It's creeping me out. Anyways,
oh, really? I didn't know that.
I've been trying to avoid it as much as possible, and then randomly I'll go on. I'm like, why is it showing me this? Because I do not use it often at all, and it's just like, let's just throw some random crap at you and see if this is something.
That's what they do first. Yeah, TikTok throws all this stuff at you. They're like, we don't know what you're gonna like, so we're just gonna throw the randomness of the internet at you, and then you're like, ooh, I like this, and you favorite it. They're like, excellent. So then they're like, we know exactly who you are because you favorited everything. You're like,
you accidentally liked a bread video once. Here's all the bread in the world, all the different types. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So
I also do a lot of teacher TikTok. I'm not a teacher, but my friends are, and I'm like, oh, let me send you this funny thing. Oh, hey, here's every other teacher TikTok I've ever seen in my life.
You could always
I got teacher, I got ECE, I got it all.
It's never too late, Cinzia. You can go back to university, or not back. You can go to university, but I tried. I hate it. Anyways, it did not go well for me. Oh yeah.
Shall we move along?
Wait. Yeah, you go. My point is for the thirsty gals at home. Okay, if you go on TikTok and you type in the search term "men wimmering," that's it. That's what
the song that they use to wimmer.
That's what I Need You Tonight is about. It's a psychological thing. It's like,
oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, got it.
Lydia,
pardon me.
What exactly does that mean?
Men wimmering is a thing that's like an audio thing that is very appealing to women. So what he does in that song is that. So if you really like that and want to see more of that, look that up on TikTok. I'm not going to say any more about it because this is a family-friendly channel, but it's just...
Oh,
okay. Because whimpering made it sound like it was whimpering, like a knee.
Yes, that too. Whimpering and whimpering is the same. What it is on a psychological standpoint is because of men.
It's not that family-friendly of a channel. Go for it.
Well, we try. Anyway,
Lydia, your name is Mama Lou.
I know. I guess that's a good point. Maybe that's why I'm bringing this up because I'm like, ladies, if you like this, listen to this because it's just because from a societal standpoint, men are like strong and have no weaknesses, right? You know,
that's what people say. Yes,
toxic masculinity, right? Okay. Anyways, but when you hear a man being vulnerable, you're like, oh, that's hot. That's hot. So, anyways, so that's what that is. So that's why.
Wasn't Nick like 17 in '99?
Probably. Okay.
So isn't that like a little weird?
That's problematic. Yes.
Okay.
I think he would have been 18. Wasn't he born in 81?
When
he was born in 80.
He's
born in 80. Oh yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Well, he would have been 19.
Okay.
19 and 99, Sophia.
Oh, that's right. See?
Okay.
My brain is not working right now.
All right, we dodged a bullet there. Okay, but yes. Okay. Let's continue, shall we?
Okay. There seems to be a slight pause.
A lull in the hammering?
No, what they appear to be doing is drilling through brick and adding wood. I think he wanted to grow grapes. I don't really know what. Sometimes it's best not to ask. Anywho, I'm just going to present this screen here. So this is from the dark side. So this is Rose's page, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it's darksidebsb.com. So if you want to go check it out, Rose is a huge Backstreet Boys fan. She is out of Las Vegas and obviously follows the boys around and does a lot of stuff. And she has a couple of different channels. She has Nick ones. She has other things. So go check it out. So she helps
on the fan club. I believe she's also one that helps on the fan club. Possibly BSB fan club.
I believe so. And I believe that she also has a TikTok. And I think she's at the time, I don't know if it's changed since, but she was the only BSB TikToker, like specifically only talking about the Backstreet Boys.
Yes, I believe that is correct still.
I do not recall what her TikTok is, but look her up, Rose. She also goes under Forever Rebel and a bunch of other things. So anyways, so this article She wrote
Wait, time out for a
December
second.
18th.
Wait, is the dark side like all the bad stuff about Backstreet, or like what is it?
Yes.
I've never understood it. No, I don't think it is. Is there like a song or something, or was this? I don't really know why.
It might have been an album. It might have been like an album of it.
I wonder if in the about it says. Hold on one sec.
But there used to be a forum.
Darkest before the dawn.
It used to be a forum.
Weird name.
Gone through all of their garbage and found that they use napkins and they're not eco-friendly. No! I don't know. I just don't know what's the dark side of Backstreet Boys.
Okay, let's just do it really quick here. About weird name, maybe weird blog, definitely. Welcome to the Dark Side, a blog all about the Backstreet Boys. Basically, the modernized version of all those Backstreet Boys fan sites from back in the day. I'm a fan who likes to talk about her favorite group. You'll find humor, posts, discussions, fully stocked media archive. That's true. She does have tons of old media stuff if you want to ever check it out, like videos and things.
It's
Analyzing basically anything you can think of, talk and write about. My goal is to get fans thinking and talking. I started this site back in 2015, carried over the name from the BSB forum that I moderate, and that helped inspire its creation. Sure, I could change the name now that this blog has its own life, but honestly, I think I just love the quirkiness. Carry on. Happy reading.
So there was a Dark Side forum.
Okay.
They made that Dark Side forum because Live Daily had stopped, I guess, doing a Backstreet forum. They just like took that one away.
Yes,
so they did a Dark Side BSB forum, and I was on those ones back in the day.
Oh, so you were there? You knew this forum?
Yes, I was on there.
Wait, can you read it to me? Because I was not there.
The story of Dark Side's origin, TDS. Also known as the answer to the most common question I get, how this place got its name. So once upon a time, there was a forum called Live Daily. That's right.
So you got it.
Correct. Yep. At this forum, there happened to be some moderators that got a fairly large group of posters. Hold on.
Posters.
At this forum, there happened to be some moderators that a fairly large group of posters thought were unfair due to bans over Jell-O. What?
So they were banning a lot of people for like dumb things, and like their rules would change a lot. And they just kept like banning people. So like everyone stuck together and we're like, hey, let's go to a different forum. So this is what you mean.
Not kidding. It was totally over Jell-O. So a lovely fan named Emma began a new message board where we could go to instead. Given how we were seen as an unruly bunch, we dubbed it the Dark Side. That was back in February of 2010. We were told it wouldn't last and we'd come back, but we have not only outlived that forum, we outlived the After Live Daily forum that followed. We held strong for years as the largest English-speaking Backstreet Boys forum left on the internet. We've tried to grow since then. Got a Twitter over at the Dark Side BSB. Then I pitched the idea of a blog to expand, and this is the result. I want to help the fandom.
The forum has closed because nobody's on there anymore. But I stopped going there a long time ago.
2022, yes.
Yeah. I stopped, I think, pre-COVID. Like, I think I stopped in, 2019, yeah.
But anyways, yes.
It just kind of got... So Live Daily was, like, a pretty good place to, like, meet other fans and, like, you can become friends and you talk about, obviously, your love for Backstreet Boys. And then...
Now, was it just Backstreet Boys or did it have different fandoms?
It had different fandoms, but so it had like different fandoms, like Christina Aguilera was on there. You just click the name that you want to go to.
Oh, so kind of like on Hip Online. We used to go to Hip Online. It was a message board.
Yeah, basically. And then, so the Backstreet Boys was the one. But like, I don't know, it caught like very like mean-spirited after a while. They're talking about Nick and like how bad he is, and then like Brian. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm over this. Like, if you love Backstreet Boys, why do you keep like talking shit about them? I don't know. It just got like really mean after a while, and I was like, I'm done there.
Isn't there one now? It's called like something with lipstick, lipstick
alley. It's always been there, I believe, but I think now
isn't that also mean things? I always forget it exists.
I guess it depends on who you ask, but I feel like it's maybe okay. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't ever go on there. I just
It
know
depends.
sometimes
I guess
people
it
will be
depends. Like,
LSA, and I was like, what the fuck is LSA? And they're like, Lipstick Alley, and I was like, listen, I don't go to forums. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So
yeah. So yeah, I guess they talk about like certain things as well, like, you know, the wives and the
okay.
these kinds of things. But I don't know. I just kept like getting like, I don't know. After a while, there's only so many times you can talk about like Brian's voice and like Nick and how Nick is, and I'm like, okay, I'm done with this forum.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get back to the article at hand. It is called The Millennium Mania. And this was posted December 18th, 2018 by Rose. So it says, this post feels very timely. I don't know why in December would be timely, but I'm sure we'll find out. And that's why I chose this era to look at next. Because if 2018 resembles anything in terms of the Backstreet Boys fandom, it's the Millennium era. Is it exactly the same? Definitely not. No two snowflakes are the same, and no two eras are identical. But I think it's interesting that she's talking about eras well before the whole Taylor Swift era stuff, right? Because that's like a new thing now. Yes,
Everyone says it now.
Eras.
You're in this era. Which era are you in? I'm in the big girl era. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Look at that. She'd had this. Rose was on the ball 6 years prior.
She knows what's going on.
She knows what's going on. No, sure. But the stars are aligning just right now. The same happened then. It's pretty exciting for me as a fan because back then I was 12 or 13 at best and definitely not old enough to fully appreciate everything that was happening at the time. As always, guys, buckle in because I love to ramble on these album reflection posts online, and there's a lot to unpack with this one.
So maybe not read all of it, but maybe like read like about the album or something.
Though. It looks like a lot of it is videos.
Okay.
It doesn't actually seem that long. I think it's more video here.
Okay, no, I'm just you know, asking
I don't know. Okay. All right. Tell me to move along if you want me to move along. In terms of Millennium, you have to understand that the music landscape was pretty diverse at that point. Top 40 was a mix of every genre you could possibly think of. That is true because we'd have Eminem and Shania Twain and Backstreet Boys and Britney and, you know, all the other.
Yeah, those were the days. They had lots of good songs.
I'm just going to keep reading this article, which she literally just describes what I just said. So, you had the girl groups, the Latin pop explosion, rock pop, and of course the boy band domination. Ricky Martin, Jennifer Lopez, Mark Anthony, Limp Bizkit, Offspring, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. All these artists were being played in top 40 stations. That is correct. On top of this, when the boys broke through in the US, it opened the floodgates for every other boy band to follow through, like NSYNC, 98 Degrees, Five, Westlife, Five Bad Boys of the Power.
Remember Five? Yeah.
Yes. Westlife. It even led to parody boy band Together. Love Together.
Aww.
You couldn't get enough.
It was also on Much Music Together.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. They were fresh off the U.S. debut album Backstreet's Back era and had cracked the states wide open. They were TRL darlings. Hell, they were a massive reason why TRL got off the ground. True.
Yeah. And can I just say,
many people have
can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Sorry. So during this time, obviously people are like, oh, it might be a sophomore slump because artists are not good with their second album. But then it goes to show this album is so good that they demolished that curse and they were like, nope, not us. We did a good thing with this album.
If anything, that was the album they're most known for.
Yes, exactly.
The big breakout album for sure. Even though they were broken out, but this was the one that solidified that.
Yes. So there's no sophomore slump for them here.
So now many people have brushed off these boy bands as just another trend, flashes in the pan that wouldn't last long. In a way, I sort of get it, although the idea pissed me off back then. The way these groups are being churned out, of course, people thought they were just random money grabs from managers, Lou, hoping to cash in on teen pop wave. With this came a full underestimation of what the Backstreet Boys could pull out next. The industry felt they'd slip into a sophomore slump, as it is called, where their album would fall flat and the world would move on. That's not what happened. Instead, the iconic I Want It That Way was released in April of 1999. The song changed the game. If I had to pick a song that changed the destiny of what the Backstreet Boys were expected to become, this was it. Not only was this song picked up on the obvious top 40 format, but it also soared through adult contemporary charts. This wasn't just striking a chord with teenagers anymore. This was hitting home with everyone. That's why this song, well, probably not, rappers and, hard rock people, whatever. That's why this song is considered the signature song for the Backstreet Boys. The song was incredibly massive and their biggest hit until Don't Go Breaking My Heart came along 19 years later. Really? That actually was a bigger hit?
Apparently.
Debatable, but okay.
I know Sophia hates this song because she hears it so often. However, it's a classic
song. Hate. Hate is a very strong word.
You just like?
I like the song. I just, like I said, if there's so many other good songs, I don't want to hear this song.
Okay, all right.
But I'm also a hardcore fan, right? Like, I know why they play the song in the concert. They have to, because there's like casuals that come and they love I Want It That Way. Hey, and I think it's awesome. It's like nostalgic. You get chills when they play the first note. Like, that's awesome. Like, right away, oh my God, this is like going to be a great moment in the concert. But there's other songs that I want to hear. So my apologies that I don't want to hear I Want It That Way.
Okay, that's okay.
After hearing it,
your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid.
Because I went to 8 shows. Right?
Okay, so it says the boys were all over the place. The promotional appearances, the merchandise. If you didn't know who the Backstreet Boys were, you must have been in a coma during 1999 at that point. They had commercials advertising their album. They had contests going on with Sears that ended up poking fun at just how huge they'd become. At this point in time, they could literally do no wrong. The era was, and everything about it was perfection. It's why it's considered the golden era by many long-term fans, because they were at the top and they continued to keep rising even when we thought they had nowhere else to go. After they launched I Want It That Way, the album was out. They were everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
A few months later, I don't know why it was very dramatic, sorry. A few months later, the equally epic single Larger Than Life, which was the most expensive music video they had ever done and one of the most expensive videos anyone has ever done. Did they go to outer space for it? I don't know.
Yes, and they paid $2 million.
Jesus,
that was a lot back then.
And I remember in an interview how he was like, back in the day, we spent $2 million. Nowadays, you're lucky if we spend like half of that.
That's fair.
Well, and I got to point out that back in '99, the technology was not as good as it is now.
That's true.
There was not enough of like the green screen. Like obviously there was green screen and stuff, but it wasn't as prominent as it is now, where you can do a lot for a lot cheaper now with like technology, right? So, most expensive music video. I have to say, it's not in a bad way. Just to show at that point in time, they could do whatever they wanted. This was back when Jive Records was not only still existed, but supported the group because they were still riding that perfect pop wave. They could have asked for the moon, and I'm positive the label would probably have given it to them back then. As for the album itself, you could argue it was the best they've ever done as of right now. I have equally high hopes for DNA, if you can't tell. So DNA had not been released when this article was written. They'll say something along the same lines. This album was pop perfection. I'm not just talking about the singles either. Don't Want to Lose You Now, No One Else Comes Close, and Back to Your Heart are all hidden diamonds that are timeless and still just as good as they were back then. Kevin, in fact, wrote Back to Your Heart for his now wife, Kristen. The album was personal in so many ways. And it's not just the ballads either that were so great. It's Gotta Be You. I consider that to be one of the best underrated earworms of the album. Fans still rage that Don't Want You Back wasn't picked to be the next single thanks to Nick voicing his opinion on the one. So,
Don't Want You Back and the one were like very close in votes. And then he called into the show.
Right?
Yeah. Because and that time it was like voting, like you voted for the favorite song or whatever. So it was very close between those two songs. And then he called in, he was like, I love the one. So then of course, Nick has like the biggest fan base in the Backstreet Boys fandom. So everyone was like, okay, Nick, we'll vote for the one.
And then it ended up not even being what he said they were gonna do in the video or something.
Right. Yes, because they did it for the fans, basically showing concert footage in the video for the one video.
Do you think Don't Want You Back would have been Well, that is a really good song, though. That is a good song.
Mm-hmm.
That is such a good song, yeah.
But
But then I think AJ said in an interview that they wanted it to be like a Western, something about a Western song. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't know.
Okay, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I guess you can debate on the single choices. They alternated in a good way, I think. They started with a mid-tempo. Next came a very upbeat song, followed by a heartbreaking classic that is Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely.
Yeah.
Show Me the Meaning as a video and song was yet another one that showcased not only their vocals, but their depth. They may not have written the song, but the video sure made sure exactly why it hit home with the boys themselves. The song is one many, including myself, go to when bad things hit hard or when you need to feel like you're not alone. The one, while I love, I do agree that Don't Want You Back was a better choice, even though I voted for It's Gotta Be You on TRL poll. But sometimes things happen the way they do for a reason, and in the end, the one gave us the snapshot music video that now serves as a time capsule for this era of the fandom. What's the music video for the one? I can't remember.
Remember, I just said it was concert footage?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, got you.
And
Yep.
the one was written by Brian, co-written by Brian. So he wrote a few songs on the album, which was awesome. Because obviously back in the day, you're like, oh, the boys are not writing their own songs or whatever.
Right.
But then you're like, yeah,
they're just pretty
Brian
boys who
wrote
show
a
up and sing and dance. And they so nice to know that they actually had some input on this album for sure.
Exactly.
Okay, and as long as this post has gotten, I still haven't talked about the Millennium Tour. This tour sold out within minutes when tickets were put on sale. It wasn't easy as it now either. Most people still bought tickets in person back then when there was Ticketmaster stands in stores you could get them from. Anyone else remember that? The demand for them was absolutely insane, and it was one of the biggest tours they've ever done. They experimented, they tried new things, their creativity knew no bounds, and not just their music, but their performances as well. In short, they were thriving. Good old camping out for Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Fans and
crazy.
At least career-wise. Years later, they admitted both in interviews and in the documentary that none of them knew how to handle every dream they had ever had coming true all at once. I don't think anyone would know how to handle that. It isolated them in a sense and began to test their bond as a group, something that would show up during the Black and Blue era for more. For now, everything seemed to be great and nothing could bring them down. Looking back, I'm beyond happy none of them decided to go solo at this point. I know AJ did his charity Johnny No Name run, where he created a persona he could tour under and express himself creatively. But what I mean is that none of them attempted a solo album. So like Justin Timberlake. Yeah. Given the issues that we know today that they were having back then and the fact that this was their peak, I worry that they may not have reformed after their solo efforts the way they do now. It might have destroyed the group, and that would have been tragic, since one of my favorite things about BSB is their brotherhood that's kept them together for so many years.
Yes.
Millennium not only got awards, but they also are breaking records, specifically with sales. Yes, NSYNC broke their first week of sales a year later, but Millennium stands as one of the top 50 best-selling albums of all time to date, an honor none of the other 90s boy band competition managed to garner for themselves, including NSYNC.
That's also pretty good.
Yes, big best-selling boy band of all time, right?
Yes.
They also
so
were
that's
nominated.
why when people are like NSYNC, some NSYNC fans get a little bit testy, and they're like, "NSYNC is better." I was like, BSB speaks for themselves. The BSB is still running wild.
Yes,
they're still touring.
Yes. So basically, Millennium sold 1 million albums in a week.
Yeah.
And then the following year, NSYNC's, was it No Strings Attached?
Yeah, No Strings Attached.
Sold 1 million in a day and then 2 million in a week. So that was kind of like a contention back then. But overall, I feel like Millennium is outsold, I believe. They're also nominated for multiple Grammys, still have not won. And the fact that they didn't win is considered one of the biggest snubs. I think it's supposed to say snubs in Grammy history. Mind you, this was being said by a group of people who thought they wouldn't last past their first album. Opinions changed with the album. Views shifted. They've proven themselves with this album, and at least for a while. Screw you, Santana.
I know, man. You couldn't give us one. You couldn't just give us one.
You know?
It's like I'm the one that's up there. See how bad we feel?
Still to this day, every time the Grammys come around,
Carry a grudge. Remember they weren't allowed to perform on Rosie? Remember that show? Now that show's dead.
That was actually a pretty good show. I feel like it was on it a lot too.
What was that one called? The buzzer. What was the buzzer game? Remember they had a buzzer game that they played?
Nope.
I do not.
Yeah, it was like a trivia game, and then they had to like buzz in and then get the answer. I forget what it was called though. I think it was like something buzzer. I don't know. But yeah, Rosie, they had them on for a couple times, I think.
Yeah. There you go. But they got Oprah, so really.
Yeah,
this was the area that won them respect in many ways. This is when the industry realized they weren't going away. And while people soon forgot that, as a general public tends to do, no one forgot the hits of this era. If you start singing the bars to Larger Than Life or Show Me the Meaning, even if they're not fans, they'll know the song. I would say I Want It That Way.
I Want It That Way.
I think that's for I Want It That Way, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This album is what made them become the household name they are today. And the thing is, I don't think they were going for that when they recorded it. They were just putting out music they felt fit them. Music they thought was the best music they could put out at a point in time. And that's why it resonates. That's why this album manages to stand the test of time almost 20 years later. This album is going to be remembered for decades as it comes to the album of 1999 and possibly the 90s as a whole. What are the chances they get to rise back again? Maybe it really is 2 in a million since it's happening yet again. So this was when DNA was happening. So thank you, Rose, for that article.
Millennium is definitely my favorite album from the Backstreet Boys. I think it's a masterpiece. I don't they may have come close with like This Is Us or DNA, but Millennium, man,
I feel
that's
like Millennium
my
had
jam.
the most hits, right?
Yeah, no, I have to agree.
And
It'd
I
be
think it's
kinda
just
cool.
like back in the time that you're a teenager, you're like, wow, these are like the moments that bring you close to your favorite band.
Lydia and I did not go to this concert tour because it was basically impossible to get tickets.
Yeah.
But I do believe that
Why I
was
got
when
snuck
we
in.
camped out at Much
job.
Music. Yes. So there you go. We just needed a cousin with it in.
Well,
so
it was lucky, right? Because my cousin's boyfriend, who's now her husband, was working at the Sky Dome. So
there you go.
basically, you just need to know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to go through the Wikipedia fully because if you go to our Millennium episode, which we said was episode number 50, we obviously have gone through this. But basically, it was released May 1899. It had the most shipments in 1 year with 11 million shipments.
Wait, sorry, it was episode 58. It's episode 58.
Sorry, 58.
You got it.
58.
Okay.
Go check that out.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So I believe that would have been one of those ones where you go through the albums and like say our favorite,
all the track listings. Yeah,
and all that jazz. So then basically I was talking a little bit about Lou Pearlman on here.
Oh, I love that guy.
97 and 98, the band filed a lawsuit against manager Lou Pearlman, saying they only received $300,000 from recording and touring, while he kept over $10 million.
Gross.
That's crazy.
Stupid
and as
Lou.
we know, Lou claimed
you got too close to the sun.
He got greedy. He got greedy.
He wanted more. He could have kept going.
Yeah.
Which I feel bad, right? Because like they thought that like he was like a father figure to them, right? So that makes it worse for them.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that's when they found out that he was managing rival boy band NSYNC.
Mm-hmm.
And he said,
and this is when they've always said like Temptations have told them like something about show business. Remember, like even though you're doing the show, it's a business still, so people could be running off with your business.
Yep, that's true.
Yep, that's true. So they also left the Right Stuff, which I guess was Johnny Wright, around that 98. And it says during this time period, the band also dealt with personal tragedies. Kevin suffered 2 family deaths. I think that was his dad, right? I think maybe.
No, that was 91. His dad passed.
Okay, then I have no idea. Somebody died.
Did it say there?
It does not say. It just says 2 family deaths. Then it says Brian Littrell needed to undergo open heart surgery. Howie lost his sister from lupus, and the band's producer, Dennis Pop, died of stomach cancer.
Oof.
The album was initially titled Larger Than Life, which Howie described almost like a thank you song for all they've done, because they were always supporting the band. So then that's when they switched. And then, interestingly enough, this album was promoted on Britney Spears' debut album, Baby One More Time, It was released prior and it contained previews of 3 songs as hidden tracks. Do you remember hidden
What?
tracks?
Yes,
I do remember hidden tracks. Yeah.
Placed at the end of the album against Spears' wishes.
Oh,
That is
right, because they were both Jive label mates.
Oh, Jesus.
The band appeared on Saturday Night Live and Total Request Live during the album release date and filmed a Disney Channel concert special called Backstreet Boys in Concert on the same day.
Jesus. They're busy.
So, yeah. So that was busy time. So, yeah. So that was good. So,
And Much Music played everything. I feel like like I said, Much Music was the jam back in the day. They played everything.
they played it all. Okay, so what I want to do, because we have a little bit of time, is I want to go through all 12 tracks randomly and say like a random lyric and then have you guys guess it. So do you need to know what songs are on this, or do you think it's better for you not to know?
Not to know.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Let me make sure I got all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's not right. Oh, okay. Yes, I opened 6. All right. So I'm going to try to make this tough for you guys. And I'm just going to pick a random thing. And then I don't know, how do you want to buzz in? Or
So I just want to say, like, I probably don't remember Spanish Eyes or, yeah, Spanish Eyes.
Like, so, okay, so is the format of the game where you have to finish the line? Because we got 10 minutes left.
I was just going to have you.
No, just guess who it is. Is it Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
No, I didn't do that one. This one is literally just Millennium. I'm going to say a lyric from a song, and you guys guess which song it is from.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
so it's like a 1 in 12 chance. I am going to do that Backstreet Boys and NSYNC one at a different time, but not today.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to try not to get the most popular thing that has the title in the song. So how do you guys want to beep? Do you want to beep in? You're going to say beep and then say the song.
And then you tell us who you believe is the quickest beeper.
All right.
I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, this one has a lot of the. Okay, I'm going to try to say it monotone and not sing it to throw you off. Okay.
Okay, I got my beeper ready.
I can't control it anymore. I've never felt like this before. Lydia.
It's gotta be you.
It's gotta be you. 1 point for Lydia. Good job, buddy. There's a lot of it's gotta be you in this song, and I'm just like, oh, I have to pick the line that doesn't say that. So yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna pick a random. Let's go here. Okay. If we were nothing more than dreamers, who would believe that we see no one between us? Would you like me to repeat that line?
Say it again.
Or would you like me to pick another line from this?
Yeah.
It's if we are nothing more than dreamers, who believe that we see no one between us? How can they be in my heart?
Beep.
Back to your heart.
Lydia.
You didn't beep.
Beep.
Well, I'm going to say back to your heart because I'm stealing Sophia's idea.
Correct. Not back to your heart.
Do you want to give that one to Sophia? It's fine.
Was that what you were going to guess, Lydia? Okay, but we stopped. Okay. Okay. How can they be in my heart and in my mind when all I can find when I look
Is this a new song? Sorry, is this a new song?
Beep, beep.
This is the same song, Lydia.
Spanish Eyes.
Spanish Eyes. When I look into your Spanish eyes.
Okay,
So
sorry. I couldn't hear what you were saying. It's pause.
Okay, cut out. Okay, sorry for pausing. But I also figure like none of you like Spanish Eyes, so I feel like if you didn't know the lyrics, you'd probably assume that was
That's fair.
And anyone playing along in the comments, let us know how well you do with this. So, okay. I was going to pick that lyric, but that doesn't make sense. You're so special, girl, to me, and you'll always be eternally.
Beep.
Lydia.
Wait, okay. Wait.
I know it.
No one else.
She's looking at the
my
list.
friend. Are you cheating? Are you looking up the words? Are you
looking.
cheating?
You
Lydia?
should-
No, I'm
disqualified
not.
from
No,
this.
I'm looking up the track list because I'm like, I need
Let's
to.
see.
okay.
Yeah, no,
See
she
your
is
hand.
Okay, all right,
disqualified.
fine. All right, I'll close the tab. I'll close the tab.
I should get that point.
I'm gonna
give
give
her the
Sophia.
point.
Sophia, what
Give her the
song is
point.
it?
No one else comes close.
All right,
right.
Sophia gets a point there. So we have 2 Lydia, 1 Sophia.
Demon. Okay.
But I feel like Lydia doesn't remember things as often as Sophia does.
But I don't have a list. If I had a
Should she have
list,
the
I
cheat?
could be like, no,
I
That's true.
have a technical advantage being on a computer. All right, go ahead.
we are not competitive on this
Okay.
podcast at all.
Okay. When I was young, just how to grow. You showed me, Lydia.
Perfect fan.
Perfect fan. Oh, there you
Yes, I
go.
do it.
So is this one of the albums that was on repeat in your
Constantly,
in
yes.
your Discman? Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
it was.
So she does have an unfair advantage here. All right.
All right, you took away my
Should I
cheat.
make this
Here's my
easier?
real mind now.
It's all good. She already saw it, so she like already saw like all the titles. So now
I closed it because I don't even remember.
It's all good.
Singing it in
It's
my
all
head.
good.
Okay, so I could do the intro, but I feel like that would be too obvious. Actually, basically this entire song is obvious, so I'll be looking for the beep here. I may run and hide when
Beep.
you're screaming my name. Oh, I
Larger
think
than
Sophia
life.
got in with the beep.
Yeah, Sophia got first.
Larger than life.
Larger than life for Sophia. Okay, so 3 versus 2. I was gonna go and then see if anybody got that, but that was a really bad cackle, AJ. So
That's okay.
yes.
I gotta remember to say beep because I'm just saying the song
Okay.
titles.
All right. You were more than just a pretty face,
Beep.
but how you fooled me. Yes, Sophia.
I'm still amazed. Big.
Oh, you fool me. Oh my God. Say it
I
again.
need an
Sorry.
answer, Sophia.
Beep.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna say
beeped
beep,
in.
but
You
can you
gotta
say
say
one
your
time?
answer. I think if the beep goes through, I think Lydia has a chance to steal.
Wait.
Lydia?
Okay, go. Sorry.
Don't want you back.
Don't want you back.
Okay.
Don't want you back because you're
My
for me.
I did play distraction though. Okay, so give Sophia that
You
point.
did play this.
I
You
did
know what?
play-
I'll give
I
you
don't know.
both a
For
point.
some reason, my phone keeps pausing. I don't know why.
All
So
right,
I'm not
I'll give you
hearing
both
it
a point.
properly.
Phone.
Okay.
Mine
That's fine. You don't have to
too.
believe me.
I'm just
It's all
kidding.
good.
All right. Let's see. All right. Guilty roads to an endless love.
Beep.
Endless love.
Beep. Show me the meaning of being lonely.
That is correct. All right. You are tied at 4 apiece. Let's see what we got now.
I didn't know
Getting
that they were
closer.
saying guilty roads. Guilty roads.
Guilty
Take me
roads.
home.
Endless love, endless love.
Oh, okay. All right, Chen, go ahead.
All right. To hold you and to make sure that you'll be all right, because my faith is gone and I want to take you from darkness to light.
Beep,
Beep, beep.
beep.
Lydia,
I'll be the one. The one.
the 1 is the correct answer. All
Damn
right.
it.
So we're at 5. I love Lydia was just smacking her hand and forgot to beep.
I know. Sorry, I forgot
Okay.
to say the word.
All righty. You forgot to say the words. That's not this. Okay. Oh shit, that's obvious. This one's a very obvious one. Okay, let me find another lyric in here.
That's fine.
Aren't they all obvious, really?
Yes.
Okay. The words to say.
But-
Okay, Lydia.
Find a way back to your heart.
So what is the answer that you're putting in? Back to your heart. Okay. Excellent.
I think there's 2 songs left, right?
There are 3 songs left.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one is just gonna be easy because all of the words are there. Fuck. I guess I'll just
They don't say
believe
that on
when
this album.
I say.
Babe. I want it that way.
Lydia?
I want it that way.
Okay. I was like, "You're my fire and one desire." We'd know that. Tell me why. I was like, "Fuck!" All of these are very easy lyrics here. There we go. I've got this feeling you're not going to stay. You're not gonna stay.
Steve,
It's burning within me. Sophia.
don't want to lose you now.
Yes, good job, Sophia.
I swear to you, I'm not lying, but you always freeze, and then I'm like, beep.
I find that yes. So.
I don't know if it's my
Good
phone, but
job.
I'm not lying. I swear, you always
It could
are
be
doing
my
that.
internet too. Could be. I figured out what to say to you. Sometimes the word.
Gabe, I said beep first.
She did say beep first.
Okay, Sophia.
I need you tonight.
I need you tonight. All right.
Damn it.
Nick was in my
So-
head with those lyrics. I could just feel it.
Is there a bonus track on this album? No. Okay. Anyways, Sophia was 6 points. Lydia was 7 points. There may have been a technical cutout of things, but yes.
To be fair,
Good job,
she cheated.
Lydia.
To be fair, she cheated. She
I
had
also
the
cheated.
list.
I did cheat.
So,
I had
You know
the
what?
list.
I think you both win. And if I had chocolate bars, I would throw them at both of
Thank
you.
you.
So here you go.
Thank you.
Thank
Feel
so
free,
much.
and only the ones that you like, and not that you don't have to
Thank
trade
you.
these ones. Yes.
Thank you. That was very
Thank you so much.
All right. Do you want to just do what your favorite Millennium songs are? Or you don't really.
I'd be delighted.
Do you
Like
want me
what,
to
like
put the
top
list
one?
back up?
No. It's okay. We know it.
Do you? Because I don't.
What?
Oh, can you even see that, or is it?
So
super-
for me,
Your top 3, or what are we doing? Top
I'll
4?
do top 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Don't want to lose you now. Number 1. That was like beautiful, and I listened to it. I saw it in concert when I was 14. I saw it again 2 times on the DNA tour when they brought it back. I was like, beautiful. It brought back memories from that back in the day. And then It's Gotta Be You on the DNA tour. Oh my gosh, to hear it again, beautiful. And then I would say, I want to say The One is a good one too.
Excellent. Good choices. Lydia.
I will say I Need You Tonight because Nick Carter.
Yeah.
Larger Than Life is also fantastic. And It's Gotta Be You.
I'm gonna have to go. I want it that way because it's classic. Don't Want You Back. Love it.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yes, that's a good one too. I want to do both. That can be a bonus for me as well.
Bonus one. And then
Bonus, the rest of the album.
I guess The One, because I feel like that's the one in the concert with the little dance, right? When they
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
I'll be the one. Yes. So excellent. So share your Backstreet Boys Millennium
said.
memories with us, and also with the Backstreet Boys on their website. And yeah, so happy 25 years to Millennium.
Yeah, like I said, there's so many good songs in this album. It's my favorite album out
Go
of
back
all
and
of them.
listen to episode number 58 to see what our thoughts were 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually curious to see if we still have the same favorite songs or if we just picked random ones there. So
Yeah.
there you go. So check it out. All right. Any final words before we
Happy
take
25th,
off?
and
Happy
thanks for the
25th.
music. Woo!
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you for the
Backstreet.
music, Backstreet. And thank you, Lydia, for joining us on today's episode.
Yes.
Appreciate you taking
Thank you,
time.
Lydia. It was so much fun.
Yay.
you,
Always
guys.
good to
Thanks
see
for
you
having
for
me.
sure. Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is your podcast, so
I know. I know.
So
We're always delighted to
we're
have
always
you.
here to have you. Yeah.
Thank you, friends. Thank you. I'm
Yes.
sorry that my life has gotten busy, but just know, I
Dude,
love you
that's
guys.
your life. You got to do what
Hey.
you got to do. So
We're
appreciate
here for you
Gotta pay my
anyways.
bills.
and we wish you the best of luck with all of your stuff. And I think it's great you're doing so well this year. So
Thank you,
fingers
friends.
We're here
crossed.
for
this
you
is
whenever
upward.
you come back and be in
Thank
the
you,
podcast.
friends. You're all
Always.
so lovely. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thanks for taking a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening. Bye.